The Liturgy of Holy Saturday occupies an unnamed liminal space, a paradox suspended between the absolute finality of the crucifixion and the explosion of Sunday. It exists without the completed resolution of Friday or the triumph of the resurrection night. For the Jewish reader, the Sabbath is a theological time of rest and the completion of creation. On this day, that rest takes a specific form. The Creator lies in the sleep of death. Matthew captures this exact tension in his grammar. He opens chapter 28 with a specific transitional formula, is mian tan sabbatan, toward the first of the week. This formula acts as a threshold, pushing the old Sabbath into the past to make room for the first day, the beginning of a new creation. This duality turns the chapter into theological architecture, where the listener stands on both sides of the resurrection simultaneously. Understanding this architecture requires an examination of Matthew's specific syntax and his precise linguistic choices. We will examine the historical polemic surrounding the empty tomb and how institutional resistance shaped the text. This includes a literary ring composition that maps the Gospel's ending directly back to its beginning. This analysis reveals how Matthew resolves the tension of the crucifixion without requiring an ascension narrative. Two women arrive at the tomb. They come to look, a gesture of aimless human grief with no perspective beyond death. A cosmic earthquake interrupts them. Matthew pairs the shaking earth of Christ's death with this second tremor, signaling a structural upheaval in the universe itself. An angel sits on the stone. His appearance, like lightning and snow, is a deliberate textual parallel to the Ancient of Days described in Daniel 7:9. The angel delivers a specific proclamation. I know you seek Jesus ton estaudomenon. Ton estaudomenon is a perfect participle. This means the crucified one denotes a completed action in the past that permanently defines his ongoing reality. Then, the angel delivers a three-word resolution, uk estin hode. He is not here. The theological weight rests on the next verb, igerthe. He was raised. In Matthean theology, this passive voice identifies the Father as the active agent, raising the Son from the dead. The angel adds, as he said, the empty tomb is the fulfillment of a promise. Matthew's grammar presents the resurrection as the Father's historical validation of the Son's word. The empty tomb creates two movements. The women run to proclaim the word, while institutional forces move to deny it. The guards bypass the Roman chain of command and report directly to the chief priests in Jerusalem. The priests bribe the guards to claim the disciples stole the body at night while the sentries slept. John Chrysostom analyzed this episode in the 4th century, noting that the institutional lie actually provides historical evidence. He deconstructed the internal contradiction. The guards claim they were asleep. If a guard is asleep, he is incapable of witnessing who stole a body. The institutional lie is entirely self-defeating. The existence of a paid excuse acts as hostile historical verification. The lie requires a missing body to exist. The women receive a final geographical instruction: tell the brothers to go to Galilee. Returning to Galilee creates a massive literary ring composition, tying the Gospel's end to its beginning. The path leads from early ministry down to Jerusalem and loops back north. Matthew connects this region to Isaiah 9, defining it as Galilee of the Gentiles. Meeting in this specific place implies that discipleship restarts in the light of the resurrection. This geographical edge of the Jewish world becomes the universal launchpad to reach Panta ta ethni, all nations. The Gospel's journey loops back to its origin to become the starting point for a global mission. The disciples stand on the mountain in Galilee for Jesus' final declaration of authority. His claim of all authority connects directly to the prophetic framework of Daniel 7. He receives this cosmic authority, contrasting it with the earthly power of Pilate or Caesar. Matthew notes that as they worshipped him, some doubted, edistasan. Jesus does not wait for perfect faith. Rather, the Great Commission is entrusted to an imperfect, doubting church. The grammar of the Great Commission reveals a singular focus. Grammatically, going, baptizing, and teaching are participles. They are supporting actions. They serve a singular imperative main verb, Matthew 2-sita, make disciples. Matthew's ending lacks a narrative of an ascension. Jesus does not leave the ground. This omission allows Matthew to lock the final structural bookend into place. He opened with the promise of Emmanuel, God with us. He closes with the direct fulfillment of that promise, ego methumon eimi, I am with you. This final promise is a continuous reality stretching to the end of the age. The liminal pause of Holy Saturday resolves into the architecture of Christ's eternal, unbroken presence.